I've been in the same high school for 3 years now. And with that being said, I've had many crushes and interests over the years. My first ever relationship was in freshman year. There was this one girl. We really actually kind of worked together pretty well. We were friends. I did actually ask her on a date once. We dated twice. We went to the movies and the movie was okay. It was pretty fun. She went over once and we had lunch together and it was fun hanging out with her and everything. It was fun. It was kind of weird. Our second date, actually, we went to the movies again and I brought snacks from a dollar store and I ate a lot of food. We were walking around the mall afterwards, and my stomach was so upset. Walking around, I was really getting sick. I went to the bathroom to try to regurgitate my food, but I couldn't. The moment we walked outside, I was getting picked up from my parents. I threw up right near the entrance of the store. It was just kind of embarrassing for me to have that happen. She was nice about it, though. She patted me on the back and comforted me, and that was our last date. She didn't stop dating because I threw up or anything, but it was just kind of an experiment, and it kind of drifted away. There was another girl I liked since freshman year. She was very shy. I really liked her style. She once asked me for her Instagram, so I gave it to her. And I was so awkward at the time. It was in sophomore year, so I was pretty shy. I never really ended up talking to her that much, and she eventually blocked me. But she's a senior, and she graduated just recently, so I can't see her anymore. And one of the last things I remember about her was I was standing in front of one of my periods, and she was standing in front of her period, which is right next to one of my periods, and she was facing towards me and waving towards me. And my stupid ass thought she was waving towards someone else because there was someone standing right in front of me, but he was on his phone, so there's no way she would have been waving towards him. And I just felt so embarrassed that the next day I talked to her, but I just kind of made a fool of myself. Didn't really advance towards like flirting and everything, so I just kind of gave up after that. But ever since she graduated, that was just kind of a missed opportunity now, and life's moved on since then, and there's other girls out there. Then the beginning of my junior year, I had this one class. There's one girl. Oh my gosh, man. This was like the first time I had a huge crush on someone, but oh my gosh, did I love her so much, man. Like, I tried to flirt with her. We were friends. I still see her every time, like every now and then, but I just am so shy to talk to her. I always see her walking with her boyfriend and stuff, so I know to stay away. That's always something I try to keep a lookout for with girls, is if they have a boyfriend. That's one thing you don't want to do, obviously. The next girl, oh my gosh, this is actually pretty embarrassing. So in one of my periods in school this year, there was this girl that I thought that liked me in my math class. What I did one day is we had a fire drill. So what I did was I wrote my phone number and my name on a note card. She didn't wear a backpack to school. She had one of those tote bags. She was one of those kind of girls. So what I did was she left it next to her desk, and on my way back, what I did was I slipped a note card into her purse. Later, she called me during one of my other class periods, so I couldn't call her back. So I listened to the message that she left. She was laughing with a bunch of her friends, being like, yo, call back and stuff. Later, we started talking. It was kind of awkward. There was a football game going on, and she was like, oh, I want to be at that. And I was like, yo, I mean, I wasn't planning on going to the football game, but if you want to go, we can. And she was like, oh, never mind, I can't. My mom is being annoying. Basically, what that means is, hell no, I don't want to go with you. There's no doubt in my mind she still went anyways. Obviously. I ended up ghosting her, and she ended up ghosting me, so it wouldn't work out. I still see her, but I try to not say anything. And the last girl that I keep getting shipped with is in one of my periods, and actually, they all watch my videos, so I kind of got to be careful on how I word this. She sits next to me in class, right? And I think we were pretty well as friends. She has a bunch of other friends in class, and she has her interests, and I have mine. I know she's gonna watch this video, so hello. Oh my gosh, this has been the most awkward video ever. So that's kind of the relationships and interests I've had in school. It's just always been kind of a thing I've never really been the best at. Getting in a relationship with someone is just kind of too far for me, especially as a kid. Like, that's not the biggest priority you should be having. What I want to do is just kind of wait until college. That's kind of my whole thing here. It's taking a bit of willpower, but I think the right girl will come at the right time, so it's just a matter of patience. Also, if you guys can give me to 1,000 subscribers, I will ask out my crush. So please contribute to the cause.